Bam! Look at that shizzy. That is so cool. I knew it would work exactly the way I wanted it to. Hey there, welcome back to RevRender Garage. My name is Sean as always, and today I'm very excited because I am going to dive into something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. And what that is creating precision stencils to use with powder coating. So one of the ideas I had a long while back was get a Cricut printer and use that with some sort of a heat tape that you could cut. The problem was I could never find something that you could actually put into a printer and then cut. This is called the Cricut Explorer 3. Hobby Lobby had it on sale. Insanely crazy clearance price. So obviously I picked one up, and of course my brother picked one up. It's got a couple little instruction things in here, but then they also give you this packet, and I know that in this packet they give you a little bit of transfer paper, they give you some vinyl, they give you a little bit of iron-on vinyl. This is heat-proof Polyimide tape. This is 12 by 12 inch sheets. This is what we're going to use to try and make some stencils for powder coating. Pull this open. All right. I'm going to get this all ready to go, get it set up, and then we're going to figure out how to use it. So we'll see you as soon as that part is ready. Before we get started on trying to cut anything out, we need to get the software installed that we're going to use for this. We are going to look up what this is called because I am not sure. So we're going to go to the cricut.com site. Let's look and see if they have downloads. Design space. That's what we're looking for. Guessing it's a fairly small file. We'll get this installed. Just about 75% through. It looks like we have finished. Double click on this, product setup, and sign in. Well, I don't have any kind of a sign in. So at this point, we've gotten an account created, and now we're at the setup process. So this isn't really a tutorial on how to set up a Cricut printer. This is a tutorial on making a badass precision stencil that we're going to use for powder coating. I'm going to put you guys on hold, and I'm going to figure out exactly what needs to happen next. I'm excited. You should be too. Okay, we are back, and as promised, I have what we need to do what we want to do. And what we have here is the RevRender Garage spelled out. It's kind of, well, you can see it there. We're going to use this to put our stencil on. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to sand this real quick. We're going to get it powder coated red. And at that point, we will move on with the stencil.
Pro tip, don't remove the stencil until you are ready to apply it. Not a smart move, brother.
I got to go drill a hole in it so we have something to hang it from. So the next time you see me, this will have a hole in it and it'll be powder coated and ready for our stencil. All right, we got it powder coated. It's in the oven. Just got to wait for it to bake a little bit. So I just wanted to walk you through what we did. So we used this stuff called Polyimide Tape, and it's heat resistant tape. And so what we did is I laid the Polyimide tape down on this board, put it in the Cricut printer, and it cut out everything for us. What I did is after I got it all cut out, I peeled the Polyimide right off very carefully so that all of these letters were left intact. And then what I did is I went through and I pulled out all the little spots that need to be pulled out. I got all the letters, their centers out. What you do after that is you take some transfer paper, peel it off, and stick it on top of this, rub it down really good, and then slowly peel it off.
Pop quiz.
If you answered D, you are correct.
So the backing that was on the letters gets left on this board, and all you have left is these letters with their sticky side out. And we're going to stick that down onto our piece of metal, and then we're going to peel off the transfer, and boom, we're going to have all of our taped letters on there. Just perfect. We are just about ready to pull this piece of metal out. We got to let it cool down for a second. All right, we got our powder coated piece of metal out of the oven. It has been cooling, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab our stencil and we're going to apply it. and we're gonna powder coat. It's gonna look killer no matter what, and this is just proof of concept. It's only got enough room to hold the RevRender. So now I'm rubbing it down really good because I want those letters to adhere. I don't want them to come up with the transfer paper. So far, it is working exactly the way I want it to. Take a look at that. We'll just keep going really slow here. All those taped letters are laying down and they look just perfect. We're gonna go powder coat it. Next time you see this, it'll have matte black and we'll peel off these letters and see what it looks like. So let's go do that. Black powder coating is done. It is in the oven right now. I can't wait. Time couldn't go any slower than it is right now. It's taking so long. I'm here. Just keep hanging on, and I'm gonna put you guys on pause. Okay, dinger just went off. I'm gonna grab this out of the oven right below us. Oh, this is looking great. So I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Usually this stuff shrinks a little on the edges, but look at that. It worked exactly as anticipated. Now, as long as this tape comes off easily, we should be golden. I'm gonna take this outside because it's really cold right now, and that'll help it heat down faster. You guys won't know the difference because all of a sudden, we're gonna be back here and I'm gonna be holding this piece up and you're gonna see exactly what we were going for. So let's do that. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. What the hell am I looking at? Well, you're kind of looking at a fail. The tape worked exactly as expected. The one thing that I didn't do is I, A, didn't lay down enough red at all, and B, this tape is extremely hard to get off. My thought is lay down the black, let the black bake until it melts, and then at that point, what I'm gonna do, peel the stencils off and place it back in the oven. We are going to try that and see what happens. So we'll get back to you. All right, I know I said this wasn't an actual Cricut tutorial video, but I do want to show you a little bit what I did. I realized I wanted to give you a little bit more insight on how you actually make the stencil. We don't need to understand how the Cricut printer works or what you need to do and how to set it up. This is how I did it. You've got this polyimide paper and it has a backing on it that is clear. Lay it down with that clear backing down first. Your printer is going to cut through both sheets entirely. And when you peel this sheet off, it's going to leave the letters that you cut out. These two came out perfect. All I got to do is pull the little centers out of the letters. So we'll do that real quick. By the way, just let you know what I'm using to get these letters out. This is an icon pick and it's from where? Harbor Freight, baby.
Always Harbor Freight, baby.
I'm using that, and I'm also using an X-Acto knife from a kit that I got from where? Harbor Freight, baby. We're about halfway through. I've got the letters all picked out, and as you can see, they're all looking good. The next thing I'm gonna do is get my paper cutter out, and we're gonna use some transfer paper. And all it is smooth side, sticky side, and you're gonna stick that right over the letters. And when you peel that up, those letters are gonna come up, and they're gonna come off of their backing, which leaves them sticky. So I've got 2 strips of transfer paper. I'm gonna put one on right now, then get the other one on. All right, I got the transfer paper on there. You always wanna lay it down nice and smooth. Listen to me talk like I'm an old pro at this.
Yeah, you're gonna make it all 220?
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
But I have done it before. Next step, we're gonna prepare the metal again, and then we will try the new timing technique. We're gonna put more red on it, put the stencil on like we did before. We'll spray it with black, but this time we're only gonna let the black melt and then we're gonna let it cool. And that way the tape is not in there baking for 20+ minutes. Hopefully the tape will be a lot easier to remove. We've got it powder coated the first time. I let it bake a little bit longer and I also put more powder coat on, and I decided to go with chrome. I think that'll look sweet behind it. So what we need to do now is grab our sheet and we are going to carefully peel off one of the pieces of transfer tape that I laid over these. And what we're trying to do is make sure that we get every single letter to pop up as we're peeling off. So you gotta take it nice and slow. I'm gonna get that done and get it on the metal, and then we'll get it powder coated. We got it successfully transferred. Next thing we're gonna do is powder coat this and get it in the oven. I just pulled it out of the oven. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can rock it a little bit here. There you go. So the tape shrunk just a little bit on the edges, but the tape itself has held up so much better then this tape. See how it's all bubbled and baked and it's recessed from the edges even more than it should be? Boom, that looks killer. We're gonna let this cool for a while, and that way everything's nice and solid, and then we're gonna try to take that tape off. This has cooled down significantly. In fact, it's cold, but it's also cold up here in the PNW. Look at that again. Now I can hold it up really clear and nice. We are gonna take our X-Acto knife and see how well this tape comes off this time. Boy, last time, what a nightmare. So let's just try one of these, see what happens. Oh, I can already tell this is a totally different situation. All right, cue the time lapse. All right, we have completed peeling off all the letters. It wasn't too hard at all. That tape is night and day if you don't bake it too long. So I'm gonna show you what we got. Bam!
Bam! There you have it like that.
Look at that shizzy. That is so cool. I knew it would work exactly the way I wanted it to, but we're not quite done yet. So the black has not been baked on yet all the way. So we're gonna put it back in the oven, probably for about another 10 minutes or so. It doesn't matter. We're gonna bake it. All right, here we go. Today, a year of idea has come to fruition, and I gotta thank Shane for finding out about the Polyimide tape. We're gonna call it an end to this video because we have proven you can make some pretty badass stencils. So with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video, and I wanna tell you, head to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Give us a like. You have no idea how much those likes help the algorithm for YouTube to help surface our videos more and more and more. So please, if this video is something you enjoyed, give it a like, leave us a comment, tell us if you have any ideas for designs on this. And with that, please turn on your notifications and tell all your friends. Until next time, RevRender out.
As always, thanks for watching. Tune in every Tuesday and Saturday for new videos. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Those likes really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, RevRender out.